Hi everybody and welcome to our channel T2 Riding. We're here today to go over one of the issues that a lot of people are having with their 280ZX. Here we have a 1983 280ZX to my right, and if you're ever having issues with winding your windows up or down, there's a relay that is very hard to find. We had a very tough time finding it. That most of the time is going to be the issue with the system that you're having. So today I'm just going to try to give you guys a better example of where exactly you need to find it. All right. Alright, so the first thing you're gonna do, you're gonna go to the passenger side of the car. We actually pulled everything out already, but we just want to show you guys from the beginning of how you actually go about doing it. So there's two screws that's actually on the glove box that needs to come out. So those alright, so those two screws comes out. This piece comes out here. Now you have to be careful because there's two plugs that's for a light that's behind it. So when it hangs, just don't pull on it too much. You just take these two plugs, pull them off, and that's for the light for the glove box. So you kind of pull that off, get that out the way. Once the area below the glove box have been removed, you'll see a connector panel, and on the connector panel it's attached to the side of the car via two bolts. You'll see one bolt on the lower side here, another on the top. I found it way easier to just disconnect all the connectors, pull them off to the side, and you're just gonna take that connector panel and move it out the way to get access to these two bolts. Now these two bolts are completely hidden with that connector panel up, right? If you leave the panel up, there's no way you're going to get access to it. It is pretty much impossible. However, once you pull the panel off to the side, it becomes easier to gain access to those two bolts, easier for you to pull them out, easier for you to actually lift up that power window circuit breaker and get access. So first thing you're gonna do is you take these two bolts off, lift that whole assembly up, and it's gonna be the power window fuse as well as another relay. Alright, the entire assembly lifts out, and at first it's very difficult to come out because there's two wire bundles connected to it. The wire bundles are removed via two clamps which are connected to the entire assembly. We removed the power window fuse ahead of time. It's connected via two screws to this whole assembly with what seems to be a relay. I'm not entirely sure. Obviously you can see that ours is broken, probably due to overtime, vibrations and other stuff. The car was built in 1983, so that kind of thing is expected. We went to our local store to try to find the part, but we were unsuccessful. Luckily we had another Datsun 280ZX that we purchased for parts, and we were able to salvage the part from that car instead. Alright, putting the entire assembly together was a little difficult. It's not in a very nice spot, but just being patient, getting the connectors right. Don't forget to attach both clamps. Like I did, I actually had to pull the entire assembly back apart because I left one of the clamps out. So just keep that in mind, and that's it. All right, so we have exciting parts of this build that's coming up with the swapping of the transmission and the engine. We originally purchased a donor car, which was a 1983 280ZX, which would be used as a source for our engine and transmission as well as our diff. Coming up in the works, we have another engine swap on the gold car. We have some body work that we have to do with some corrosion, and also we want to change this from an automatic to manual transmission. So I hope you guys enjoy. Once again, like, share, and subscribe. Thanks for watching the video.